Devon koi pond on what's been, crikey, I think nearly a month break. Been really nice for me, got loads of other stuff done. Pond's been ticking over handsomely down here for that month. Not really had any problems, barring a bit of blanket weed, which I treated for. As you can see, it's been pleasant. Got the legs out on display. I'm cashmere shorts very often, but I haven't got the knees for it, you know what I mean? Yeah, so how have we been doing? Well, I'll take you in for an update on the solar in a little bit, and go into that when we come back to the step. But I've got a bit of laser cutting for you today. I'll be showing how I cut the caps for the Eazy pods, and I'd like to say thanks to everybody that's bought a set for an Eazy pod. Sales of those have been well over 100 sets of them now, so at least I know there's 100 people out there using Eazy pods. Thanks to all those that bought one. Fantastic job. Hope they're working well for you. Right, so as I said, very little problems in the pond. Been feeding to high rates now. Temperature's up 22, 23 degrees. Peak of the year, as they say. Took its time getting there this bloody year, but the food's really going in now. 500 grams a day. Water's going a little bit funny, as in ammonia and nitrates, and that building up. Nitrite as well, all going up slightly, but keep a close eye on it. But I want to get as much food in them as possible, which is a long winter. Could be a bloody cold one this year, but get as much food into them as possible. I'll cut back obviously if the water starts to go even more sideways, but I don't mind running with the levels up a bit. Gets the filters charged and working. As you lot that know, that follow the channel, I haven't used any bio booster or anything like that this year, so it's taken a little bit of a while to build the bio up, but it's there now. As to whether those bio boosters work, I still hang on the fence a bit on that one. I think they do speed up the system up a bit. Grows up a bit quicker with it, but you can do without it. Right, I'll give you a quick look at the fish in a minute, and we'll have a look in the Eazy pods, and then we'll pop into the workshop. Okay, as you can see, here's their breakfast floating around on the top this morning. They're up eating it, but this lot, with the amount of food they've been getting, they're never in a rush. I feed about a cupful at a time, 6-7 times a day, plus treats, and each cupful they probably take about an hour nearly. They're never in any rush to eat it. They take about an hour. Or Popeye there in the middle, his eyes are up a little bit again. Always seems to happen this time of year. But there. We're actually turning the water over quite quickly at the moment, a lot faster than I normally do. I'm running the pumps for the skimmer. It's pushed down at the moment, so the pallets don't get sucked to it. That said, they still get pulled down, but got the pump running full bore there. That one's running about 90%, 90-95%. Also, the bottom drain down there, that one's at about 90-95%. We can afford the power. Right, onto the Eazy pods. As you can see, one handle in the bottom drain, that one handle in the skimmer. Fantastic job. Yeah, so like I said, thanks to everybody that's bought a set of these caps. So well over 100 sets of them now, well happy with that. Right, as you can see, everything's down here's ready for a clean. Vortex and Eazy are ready for a dump today. Got some filter wool in there, taking the last of the fines out. You can tell the water's really pumping through today. Even the spillway for the piss filter is overfilling, but got so much power coming in off the solar this month that I might as well use it rather than lose it. So yeah, the solar. Right, so as I left it last time, I was struggling with a panel or two panels that weren't working quite as they should be. Well, I've kind of sorted that. I could not find the duff panel, alright, one or two panels. I bought two others, connected them into the system, and it balanced out. Now I could put it on either array of 4 panels, so make 6 panels on one array or 6 panels on the other way, and then they would both read the same. Now I know there's a fault with that first array. It's got to be one of the diodes in it. I've been over it and tested it, and I cannot find out which bloody panel it is. It's really doing me head in, and also you want to be doing it when the bright light's on it, so you don't want to be stood up on the roof with the bloody sun on it, because they're making a lot of power now. But anyway, I'll pop up here somewhere the figures for what it made in up to April to May, May to June, and June to July, which is just coming up now. 24th July in 2-3 days, which it'll be before this video goes out, so I'll pop the amounts up here that we've actually made this month, because we have made what we were hoping to make, but that is with those 2 extra panels plugged in. But there, should be making £30 a month at least. Right, so that's that. So everything here is tickety boo. Veg filter is really overgrown. As you can see, the blooming lilies literally exploded. The monster, I would say it's struggling a bit. Lack of nitrates, which is good, because it's actually showing on the test the nitrates are well low in the pond. Nitrite is up a bit, and the ammonia is up a bit, but with the amount of food going in, I'm not surprised. I'm trying to catch up on a few people's videos at the moment, see what's been going on in the world out there, because I've missed a fair bit. I'm busy with the bikes. As you can see today, we're overcast, so won't have a lot of power coming in. But most of the time now, with the panels set up as they are, I'm making over £1 a day. So £1.10 was what I wanted to make. So making that £1.10 means the pond has been entirely running on solar now for, I think it's over 42 days continuously. I've made over £1.10. So the pond has been running totally on the solar, i.e. during the day it's running off the solar, charging my battery bank. Then tea time, when I lose the sun off the panels, I can flick over to the batteries through the inverter, and the pond will run then till the morning. When I come down and give first feed, and I can switch the power back onto the mains, and it'll start to recharge the batteries and run the pond. So handsome. The panels have been peeking out, you get the sun on them directly midday. We'll make just over a kilowatt, which is absolutely blooming handsome. But with the number of panels now, that's what I should be making. And please remember, they're not at the ideal angle. They are flat on the roof, so I will never get the absolute peak out of them because of the angle they're at. But they're doing a handsome job at the moment, and I will pop all the figures around for this on screen. I'm putting the fish off a minute, they're a bit spooky. I've slipped in a bit of footage of some of the hand feed in here, because they do like their prawns. You'll catch that at the beginning or start of the video, beginning, end, or whatever. I'll slip some clips in. Right, so off we go. I'll fast forward all this. Okay, so there you go. If you've got a set of Eazy Pod caps, that's how they're cut. What you end up with is a cap like this. Handsome. Your Eazy Pod ain't got one on, set on. Get a set now before I decide to put the price up. There's always a chance. Plastic's going up all the time. I'll get to a point where I'm going to have to put the price up, but not quite at the moment. And I'll chuck you in a few free key rings as well with them. A couple of key rings I'll throw in with a set of caps. You get the cable ties with them. If your Eazy Pod hadn't got a set on, now's the time to get them before the price goes up. Right, well, in that time we've got a bit of sun come out outside, still a bit hazy, but it's supposed to be a hot day, hottest day of the year. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Right, spin you around a minute with a quick look at the solar just before we go out, and then I'll talk about the solar on the step. Okay, sun's still a bit hit and miss, but 180, 160, 150, sun's a bit hit and miss as I said, but we got here 300 watts coming in here. Peaks out around a kilowatt, so 1000 watts, and the sun's at its peak on 1500 watts of panels. Bear in mind they're flat on a roof, not pointing directly at the sun like they should. But that full kilowatt, I can make use of it all. When it's there, I'll go into this out on the step in a minute. Right, that said, let's get out there a minute. Probably be tea time then when I add this bit onto it. So catch you in a minute. So there, as I said, the solar's been doing really well. Been made over £30 this month, and I think it's quite a bit over. It's about £35, £36, but I will pop the figures up. I'll show them here again. Just in case, that's for the months. The solar rate still isn't fully sorted. One of the panels or two of the panels still aren't right, but I've now got 10 panels up there, and I'm still down what I should have on the 10 panels, but it's making but I'm happy with as it is until I get one of my mates around that's a freaking electrical genius, and he'll be able to point out straight away what the problem is. And I'm sure it's just a diode on one of the panels. The diodes on the panels, if you get a section that gets shaded, they'll cut and bypass that section. Well, what I got a feeling is the diode's damaged, so it's stopping the power going through that section, so that makes the panel low on power. So that's the problem with it. Fish are all happy. I say I'm meant to do anything, or a bit of blanket weed treatment. I've been watching poor old people again struggling with fluke and stuff like that. I just consider myself lucky. No problems like that of any sort, barring the blanket weed, and who doesn't get blanket weed problems. Right, I did it with cloverleaf this time incidentally. The Resolve, yes, it works, keeps it clear for a while, but it takes a little while to shift it. Chuck in cloverleaf. bang, and it's gone. Simple as that. Filter's pulled out in 2 days, totally clear. That said, starting to green back up again. But there. Right, so again, this might be the only video for a while. It could be a while before I pop another one out. While it's quiet down here and the pond's ticking along, no problems and nothing happening, I can't see a point in filming a lot. But if you haven't already, please get in, smash like, subscribe. You'll catch anything that does happen. You wouldn't want to miss it. That's about it. Hoping you all are at your peak of feeding. Remember, don't overfeed. You mess your water up, but get as much down them as you can, especially if you don't heat through the winter. You want them to eat all what they can. Right, I'm down here and not so sunny today, but it's gonna be. Devon, have a good weekend and we'll catch you all again pretty soon. So bye from me and happy ponding.